your partner, then your twin game. All you wanna do is talk, I don't need.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed on her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life in like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me. Yeah, I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone run to the line of scrimmage. If he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Locke. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Tannehill throwing again. This will be caught inside the 10. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From just shy of midfield, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Titans. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Play action. It's Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Lock's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now Drew Lock gives way to Brandon McManus from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 40-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Lock gonna throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill, he's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, Tannehill on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 1st down, Tannehill got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll buy some time right. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On first down, Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos! Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And returning it, here's Hamler. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Denver, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.